and I see people here in Mauritius. I saw them in Tanzania. Um, Someone actually came. This was back in 2021 too. They came, like he said, "Hey, I'm blind, but I have this. The Most High is calling me to um, come to Africa." And he came, and he made it. Um, Somebody else that I talked to once, he recently had a stroke, but he still came. So his speech was like a little off. Um, and yeah, so I guess it just depends on, is the Most High truly calling you? Like that's what it comes down to. It's the Most High truly calling you. He's gonna take care of you no matter what. So no matter what it is, no matter what it is, he's gonna make sure you're good. But you just gotta seek him and follow his way and be, righteous and be obedient. Shalom, shalom, Ricky. Thanks for tuning in. Where you from, Ricky? Where you at? Hmm? That's something I've been asking people. When they tune in, where you are tuning in from. So, guys, if you are just now tuning in, make sure you like the video. Check the links in the description. I just created a 16 chapter ebook for investing and trading. Also, you will have a free call with me July 19th. So any questions that you have, um, you're welcome. So that's something that I believe that's one of the best thing. $98. The price will be going up um, after July 18th. Because I'm telling you, it's a lot of information. It's probably took me, I want to say like 2 months, because every time I type something, every time I write something, I'm like, man, dang, I gotta break down this. I gotta break down this. I gotta break down this. So it is a lot of information. So I'm trying to, you know, get some people to really understand that investing is important. And this is something that, especially when you are thinking about moving abroad, this is something that could help you be sustainable long term. And if you start to build your portfolio now, you probably could use that, obviously, against loans and things like that, working capital and things like that, even governments. So if your portfolio is big enough, that's where it comes down to, even like cryptocurrency and things like that. So, yes. So, Ricky from San Francisco, HP Finance, currently living in Zambia. Yes, all praises. I'm ready to go. How soon do I have to reload? How soon do I have to relocate to Mauritius after being approved? Um, so are you saying like approved for? I think you answered another one. Are you saying approved for like your residency? If you are approved for your residency, I say come sooner than later. To be honest, coming there with 50K, no real skills, was a thrift store manager. How long would I be good? Um, I will. That's another question behind the scenes, but I'll kind of break it down. Um, you gotta, like, if you were a store manager, you got some skills and talents, right? So it just depends on what you want to do. What can you do pretty much every day? You're gonna have to monetize that. I'm not exactly sure your age, um, but Mauritius here, the retirement is 50 years young. So if you are 50 years young, you can apply for the retirement. You'll have to prove that you make 2,000 US dollars a month, or deposit 2,000 US dollars a month in a Mauritian bank, and you get 10 years. And then after that, you can renew it for another 10 years. So that's 20 years. So um, also the you can also, where was the comment? Yeah, the 50K. You can also start a business. Um, the self-employed. residency, you can do that too. But that is 50K. So I'm not trying to say spend all the 50K and then you're gonna have to have more than 50K. But that's 10 years too. There is um, another visa. They're changing it to like a golden visa. Nothing has changed on their website, but it's like a premium visa, 1,500 US dollars a month that you have to prove, 500 per dependent, and that's something that's pretty solid. That's year to year. You'll have to turn in your bank statements and things like that. So that would be 18,000 US dollars a year. So if you have that 50K, I'm pretty sure you can turn in your bank statement and say, hey, I have this amount. I'm good to be good. So that's something that you can also do. But I'm telling you, like, these questions is so much better behind the scenes, so I won't be distracted and like focus on um, you know, what you need to hear, and give you the correct answers. So check the links in the description, guys. Um, Living outside of America, you notice how violent America really, yeah, yeah. America is that's the only place like that, to be honest. I saw a post the other day on Instagram, and they was talking about missing children in each country. And I'm pretty sure you could guess the top country with missing children. I think America had like 470,000 missing children a year. A year. It wasn't just like over time. It was like each year. I know Europe had a lot of children missing and things like that, but America was the top. And that breaks down to a lot. It's something. This is some. It's so crazy how um, it's so crazy how they get us to like what they like, right? So, for example, um, uh, so rich people, right, or wealthy people, however you want to put it, people that be eating caviar, right, and like uh, what's the clams and stuff like that, and just think, what is caviar? What is like the clams and things like that? Those are baby eggs, right? And it's crazy how like when you start to do the research, man, that's what they do. That's what they do. They yeah. I'm not trying to say it, but you get what I'm saying. They These lost children and stuff. You just ooh, it gets deep. It gets deep. It really gets deep. But yeah, that's something that, man, when you start to go down a rabbit hole, you just need to get out of America. It's so much better outside of America. Your cost of living is cheaper. You get what I'm saying? My thing, the air is cleaner, the sun is beating. You're healing. Like soon as you step outside of America, you're gonna heal automatically. It's gonna be uncomfortable for some people because they're not used to it, but for the most part, I'm telling you, I'm telling you, it's so much better. Somebody said, "Can I start a business there?" Of course, Mauritius is one of the top destinations in Africa to start a business. So I know a couple people that I talked to in South Africa. Um, they're from Europe, but they're our color, and they started a business in South Africa, but the taxes is so high, so they're saying that they're thinking about moving their business to Mauritius, and still like their base foundation business will be here in Mauritius, but be do business outside of Mauritius, and that's what a lot of people do. So that's why we say you got to have a strategy when it comes down to moving abroad, because there's certain places where you can get residency, a solid tax. Um, Cut and things like that, and then go to another African country that you really, really want to go to and still do business. But your banking will be going through Mauritius. You get what I'm saying? That's where the base business would be. So little things like that, it does matter. Mauritius is one of the top places here on the continent to do business.